for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. They will buy some of you over. The spirit of Yasika and the Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we are doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Inaguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Oraeri, the same God of Uweeri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not if you look at the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. And at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who, from their mother's womb, they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these no-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say what mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move. As lamentation.
You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me. because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see,
Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High Himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake, Biafra will come. Israel lost people, and today Israel is here as a beacon of hope in a land filled with darkness. We beseech thee, Elohim, because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. We have come to honor your holy name. We have come to praise thee. We have come to honor thee, that your name may be glorified, adored, and praised forever and ever. Ise, Ise, Ise.
Onye sini ya buchi ya mekani bojibulu chukwu. Onye sini ya buchi ya mekani bojibulu chukwu. Maka na ife n'ụwa si na chi ya dị mma, ife n'ụwa si na chi ya dị mma.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, fellow comrades and lovers of freedom across the globe, depending on where you're watching us from at this point in time. My name is Amazi George Chukwume. I reside here in the United Kingdom as one of the principal servants of indigenous people of Biafra, North London coordinator to be precise. And today is the 9th day of November, year of our Lord 2023. And it's 12 minutes on top of the hour, 8 p.m. here, United Kingdom, presumably the same 12 minutes on top of 9 p.m. in the Holy Land of Biafra. And today, we have convened again with the Italian family. Italian escorts are here again as we proceed with this very important expose on the menace of the cabals within IPOB in Italy. And tonight is not going to be different from what we have been doing as he follows from this episode 001 and today is 006. As I've introduced myself, I welcome the Italian National Coordinator, Maazị Obichukwu Mmadụ Ogo. Please, can you introduce yourself? And apparently our comrade, the National Financial Secretary, Maazị Ephraim, will not be joining us tonight for obvious reason. But subsequently, he's going to be here with us. Maazị, please introduce yourself.
Maazị Mende, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Fellow Biafrans all over the world, we have come here to do what we know to do best. Notwithstanding, my name is Maazị Obichukwu Mmadụ Ogro. I am the servant of IPOB as the National Coordinator of Italy under the leadership of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you very much.
Yes, Maazị Chukwuma Ekezie, the National Treasurer. Please introduce yourself.
Good evening, Maazị Ume.
Well.
And good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedoms. My name is Amadeus Chukwuma Ekezie. My special God grace, Italian IPOP National Treasurer and also a Sandona Coordinator.
Thank you, fellow comrade, as we have convened tonight. As we all know, our leader is coming up. The court is coming up. Today is 9th. Barely, I think it's Thursday, right? If I'm not mistaken. Tomorrow is 10th, Friday. So it's Thursday. Our leader will be, the gag order they have given to Onyendu and the shenanigan was going to come up again. At this end of this program, Fridays. Thank you for that. Thank you. We will talk a bit of it at the end of this program and those making some cynical comments. Well, without further ado, those that are following us on tonight, we are going to continue with the voice of the old witch, which she called herself old witch. Very, very important. And now I know why you guys are calling that lady a witch. I had her, ascribe herself as an old witch. So we're going to start with that voice before we come to Chika, Paul, the vegetable, aka the vegetable, and the chronicle of a saboteur, Chika Doziem. You will never be well with his generation. As long as men walk this earth, Chika Doziem and his offspring is cursed. I'm telling you, there's no two ways about it. As long as men walk on this earth, Chika Paul Edoziem and his offspring is cursed. And they will never come out of it. Let's listen to this voice for those that this is episode 006. This is what transpired in Italy. It's an eyesore. This is not IPOB. And it's going to be in our archives, what men do, and those that have been hiding themselves, those that have been killing innocent souls. Kina Sanworu has murdered so many people, killed at will. But he's keeping his own family. I warned him. I told him that any man that lives in a glass house does not throw stone. It doesn't matter how long he runs. He can run, he can hide. Your wayward, wretched sister lives in Italy. And I can see how wretched your family is. That is why you're envious. The envy you people have for Mazen Nankana and his generation. I don't know. All fingers are not equal. But I can see. But I told you, I warned you. Now, when they had one of your picture, you think no one know where you are. You have a hotel in Owerri. We know where your hotel is in Owerri. And the one you have in Ebonyi State, we are aware of it. You know, running yourself, you know, running from Ghana to Cotonou, think is going to be the thing that's going to save you. No. We live in a very small world, you know. Because for those who have murdered, those who have called out on Biafra and they kill them, even if you your younger brother, you go after your younger brother. You don't have heart. I didn't know that men can be this evil on this oath we took. But, I mean, we're going to see the family picture. And I know you guys live in Italy because when somebody, you know, I had a story. I think I was in Italy, if I'm not mistaken, in Rome in 1997. And the passerby, you know, that's one time I visited Italy. So, because I'm not, you know, but like I said, I know there's so many things going on in Italy. You know, those that married junkies, those that, I don't know, but we don't want to go into that now. Let's listen to this voice and we'll take it from there.
Say now, here mebuno. Ogoro. Double.
Before I go forward, I think somebody don't understand that Chinua Sanwo actually have a family. Did you see his family here? Including Chinua Sanwo in this picture. This is not Chinua Sanwo alone. With the junkie and old man that her sister married after whatever she have done with herself. She called herself Old Witch in this audio. That is ironic about it. Not like you guys called her, you know. She actually ascribed herself as an old witch. And now we look at this picture. And I think the guy that is in the top left, with the black, that's Chinua Sanwo's younger brother, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not. And the witch itself, and the one wearing white, which is Chidinma Nworu, and Chinua Sanwo is on the middle of the right. So I just want people to know that this is Chinua Sanwo's family picture. Chinua Sanwo have killed so many people for no reason, for no just cause, because he wants to become something you are not overnight. Mazen Nan can never kill a fly to become who he is. We are trying to get ourselves out of the mess we're in. You guys now become the embodiment of our people. Let's listen. And for those that are not following us or you're watching this particular program tonight, this is the aftermath when Chike Doziem issued the gag order. I'll call it the gag order against the national coordinator that he himself knew that it was our leader that appointed him. He has got no power. We have the same issue in UK here. Our former deputy leader could not remove a national coordinator that he appointed. Who the heck is Chike Doziem to start with? Who is Chike Doziem? I don't know. The former deputy couldn't do it, and I think he could do it because now you have passed that judgment that Mazen Nankana will not come out to immediately alive. But for those who does not know, this is Chinua Sanwo. I call him Mohammed Abbas because he's. I remember the day the guy speak Arab. I know that this guy is a hardcore Muslim. I said Okobo took his allegiance publicly, but these are the people that in our system that will make sure that our people will never see the light of the day. Let's go. So this is the voice of Chinua Sanwo youngest. Is it younger sister or elder sister? I don't know which one it is. And now she's now mocking the people.
Elderly sister.
Huh? Is it the senior or the junior?
Elderly sister.
So this is so that's what you guys are talking about. This is the Chinua Sanwo elderly sister, which is Chidinma Nworu, the elder sister of because he called her Dan. Yeah, no, so it's fine. I had that before. Let's go and listen to her. Look at the attitude of somebody that is a member of IPOB. I don't know. If you listen to this, then you ask yourself a question: which way are we going?
Agent saboteur. Chukwume Kezie, Anini of the whole situation. Ephraim, trolley of the situation. Ihere Megbunu. David Dota. Ihere Megbogi. Festus ụlọ ka ihere nke gị. Onyeka Venet, Onyeka Verona, ihere yo own, ihere megbuchichi unu niile. Ihere megbu unu. Onye hụrụ ebe ihe ọjọọ nọ ya aka sị n'eziokwu. Strut so, etinye isi n'ala. Si na ya ajọ ihu eziokwu. Ihere ga-egbu unu. Unu ga-atakute aka m na-ekwukwe aja ma ọ bụ kọnkere unu ncha niile. Hụrụ unu. Shame will be your portion. Ka anyị lewenu. Anyị nga niile. At the end, anyị agbacha ọsọ agụọ mile. Anyị nga spiro bụ unu ga-egbara ọsọ na gbuo gbadu du. Ihere megbu unu. Shame unto you. Woe unto you people.
Biafra Alpha.
Mazi, I want to do this program differently this evening. We don't want to jump anything. Now, this particular voice note, when this voice note came in, is it after when you have issued a gag order against you, and because she was calling names? When was this audio? And yeah, I want you to tell me, please. Go ahead, Mazi Ogo. Unmute yourself.
Sorry, Mazi. Thank you. This particular voice you're hearing here now is the voice when they are trained to attack me. Is before the memo. That's the
before the memo, right?
time.
Okay, so
Because that's the time.
this is when
Yeah, because
one second.
That's the time.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So she has already been under gross insubordination before they issued gag order against you, right? So this is a principal servant that is under you. This is the voice note she's sending into a forum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
A forum. Exactly. And those coordinators she's calling, she called their names. Are those coordinators when he called them on phone, if they disagree with her, then automatically they become her enemy. That's how she rose. And that Onyeka is naming Verona is not Verona, is the Vicenza coordinator. All those names he mentioned here is coordinator on their own. And this very lady, you are hearing her voice, is not contributing anything in this struggle. It's just there to monitor, to pass information to her brother. That's what she's doing. Nothing else.
Yeah,
what baffles me, Maz,
Maz, let's go forward because I just wanted to clarify the voice when it was. So let's move forward. We have the time to talk more about her.
Okay.
The voice is one thing I want to clarify. So I want the next voice to play before we can move on to, we analyze her before we went to Chikedozium.
No.
Okay.
Maybe another thing. Now, in the punto, there is a punto where it says every money should be paid into Germany account. Now, the Germany account, who is it closed by? Is it the DOS that closed the Germany account, or is it the Nayanya that closed it? What are we talking? You people are crazy. There is no investigation here. They bought this man over. They forged the document. It is not true. This document is not true. This document is forged. Out of the lies they went and told Onyendu. Unu kpọrọ ọgwụ ahụ unu n'ọnụ, unu ewere aga gwa Onyendu okwu. Unu kpọrọ nne anya kpọrọ n'ọnụ, ka anụ nta kpọrọ, unu akpọ ego ya alọ ejima ka unu were my record go anywhere. Arababu shakwu unu. Edere yourself don't tamper, no open account anywhere, including Italy. Even and that will forge people. That you people planned everything before. What are we talking? What are we talking? People will come and tell me, when you talk, just don't insult people. You only...
Okay, now, to be very important, this is very, very important, right? Because when we say things, we back it up. This lady is saying that...
Yeah.
1 second. I like to say, I want to do something here as we're talking because it's very, very important that Anything we do, we have evidence of it. So what this Imbesto is telling Biafrans is that the order our leader issued from a certified lawyer that is representing Mazin Nandekanu, which his brother, neither her, has made any effort to go and visit Onyendu, and now he's saying people are using charm to go and speak to our leader. I don't understand in the life of me. Where did these people come from? I don't understand. And we see them claiming that they go to school. She lived in Italy and she understood law. And she don't know what when someone put up a memo under this memo came from with address, the address they headed off. This is official. And now anything that is not into anything that doesn't favor them is false. And they talk about it in IPOB worldwide account in Germany. That is Madam Nenia that closed the account, which Collins himself attests that he was the one. The activities they perform in that account, just what they have done in Italy. But it is very important that people understand, because you see, I have said it before. If you watch, including these dogs and any other person on the other side of the aisle, all of them are the same. Because when you question the legitimacy of something that you know that is official, now you ask yourself a question. Are you doing yourself a disservice, or are you being hypocritical about it? Or these people just having a field day out of Onyendu, taking a pound out of Onyendu's body? Because all I can hear is that the document was falsified. This particular document here, it came from a certified lawyer, barrister that is obviously this is not the first time he brought message. But that message he brought wasn't false. It is this one now that goes contrary against your wish is what is false. Now people have went to Onyendu with charm, because this is what they do best. They think their little charm is working, because that's what they do when they come on air, they talk. They think everybody will bamboozle with their little charm, because that's what they do. If they're not using charm to talk to people, how will she know that charm actually work? Because I don't believe in all this nonsense. Yeah. To be fair. But the reason why I put up this memo here to anybody listening to this particular audio. Now, China Sanworu, wayward sister, questioning Mazin now the kind of legitimacy and other Onyendu have passed. You see where we have a problem? This is where our problem started. When we have people, I don't question anything our leader have done in the past. I will never, in any million years, question Onyendu's decision, because I ask you, what did you do? What have you presented to us other than what Mazin can have done? None. So I want some people to be quiet. But it's important that we put up this memo here. That's what she's referring to. And we will continue. Like I said, I want to do this program tonight differently from the ones we have done before.
Give your own point. I am happy that in this forum today, all this thing now, it started all from me. I thank Chukwokika Abiyama. No, whether you people like it or not, but I thank God that there are people like you people now.
Okay, the whole issue emanated from her. She's giving herself credit, because now she is the real infiltrator. So all the issues that happened in the forum, she is the one that ignited, and she's giving herself credit. Oh, job well done. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Very important. Very, very important to understand the time we are in. Some people don't realize, but I will tell you.
Rising on the truth, saying the truth. And I say, may Okike bless anyone that is saying the truth. And anybody that repents and say the truth, may Okike forgive and bless. But those of you that continue being in Fal City, especially Ogro, Chukwume Kezie, the double agent saboteur. You people should mind yourselves. 3 of you now, I gotta check here your personal accounts. What will be found there? You people don't understand where you are. You are in Italy. You are not in Germany, where I don't know the law. You are not in other place. You are in Italy, 3 of you. I don't know that people have given money. And those ones that are no timbu, even I add Odoma Zubike with you. Shame unto you people. All of you, shame. Shame. Shame unto all of you people.
Yes. Let's deal with this audio. Mazi Ekezie, please. I need you 5 minutes before we move into the other. Please, God, please.
Mazi, like a father, our people say like a father, like a son, like a daughter, like a mother. You know, the family, you see what the family is. This lady, we never allow us to do meeting, even a single day. She always bring the issue of Kananta, China Samoru, that Ogro must leave IPOP. Hence, he's discussing with the Kananta. Hence, he's discussing with Kananta. And Ogro have made it clear, both Chike Doziem, all the coordinators in Italy. Have I received any order from Kananta and impose it to you people? Say this order is from Kananta. Have I? None of them can come and testify that Ogro have said this is a message from Kananta. But a hatred, when you have personal hatred to a family, because in this struggle, when you have problem with Kananta or any of the family of Mazen Nandekane, automatically you are having the problem with Mazen Nandekane.
Of course, obviously. 100%.
Because in our side, there is something you want to do to somebody. Maybe your father or your mother or their relation is good in good time with that person. You say, if it's not because of your father, or if it's not because of your brother, or if it's not because of your mother, I could have strangled you. I could have done this to you. But because of your father, because of your sister, because of this thing, that is why I will not move further to do something bad against you. But these people, you can hear her voice insulting everybody. And when we complain to Abanyim, Abanyim say, you know, he's a woman, he can't fight, he cannot win the war. When you are fighting a woman,
no, Mazi, this is being their. I want to correct something before you go forward. Since this cabal invention came, even in UK here, there's a particular woman that was like that lady in our meeting. After they dealt with the woman indirectly, the woman ran away. So they always find people that they want to project you guys. And they always fomenting problem at every given time. And these things are not allowed in IPOB, but they will condone it. So they will treat it with the kidding gloves. That means that is not IPOB. That's not how that's what our code of conduct says. So when people turning a blind eye, what you're inviting is chaos, and now they have now undermined the particular code of conduct all of us are now abiding to, which Paul Chike, the vegetable himself, is signatory to. That is the ironic of all this whole thing. Continue.
So, Mazi, when we complain, they just put an deaf ear. And in the meeting of Abanyam and Chike Doziem and Nzrumike, I told them that you are the people giving that this lady impetus to insult everybody. I get away with it. Because she's passing information to you people. When Mazogro cough, he will send the message to you people. When Mazogro laugh, he will send the message to you people. Because you people have an agenda here in Italy, looking every means to remove a national coordinator. Why? Because he told them that as far as Nanya is still the head of finance, every information of account, every information concerning finance must be reported to Adanene, not you people. That if you have any problem, go and settle it with Adanene. He is the head of finance. That is the problem this man have here in Italy. And I too, as a national treasurer and head national financial secretary here in Italy. They want to crucify us because we told them that Neneanya is in charge of finance. And Mazogro made it clear, any day you people write memo that Nena is no longer a head of finance, I will hang up. Know that he's no longer there. But hence he's still there. I still give her report anything concerning finance. It didn't go well with them. Then they plot this China Sagoru system to cause mayhem, because he's telling other coordinators that he's getting the real information, that he's passing the real, that Ogro is not getting information to them, that the account, all the money we are spending, even he mentioned it that we are putting money, we are sending money into our accounts, we are eating the money. Now, who is eating the money? They have made her a head of finance in Italy, treasurer, financial secretary. That person that accusing us here with this voice, nobody is hearing her voice any longer, because what he's seeking for, she have gotten it. His brother already made it clear to Mazogro that what is coming here in Italy, that my friend is that they will say is my sister that caused it, or what you have with my sister is the reason they will remove you, because he made it clear. The audio, the time he was threatening national coordinator, our national coordinator here. This family is there exactly the same. She never give chance to anybody, because that is why immediately national coordinator give her a suspension for submitting a letter without his notice. Chike Doziem rushed. China Samuel rushed, because he's the only eye they have here in Italy that is passing information to them. And many coordinators have been some coordinators have been given suspension. Nobody came for their rescue. But immediately that the lady got suspension from national, all of them immediately, it seemed that their eye have blocked, their eye have blind. They rushed and started threatening our national coordinator. And the next thing is memo that he forged a signature of the rally to release Onyendu. A rally happened in Rome that they sent a message to the government of Italy. Then they refer it that the national coordinator has forged a signature of Chike Doziem to submit for to a rally. A rally,
but what thing I don't understand is, why do you guys require Chike Doziem signatory to submit letter? You don't require his signatory to submit letter in the country you domicile, because as a national coordinator, every country represented by a national coordinator. So I don't know, because if what you're saying to me is that every letter you submit, not even from Albania, because here in UK, we don't take any order from anybody. That's why we have every country is autonomous by having a national coordinator give you the power for national to foresee affair of your nation or the country you reside in. But they can have a meeting, unless it's a worldwide, maybe going to United Nations, there's a single letter that will have to come from IPOB. But if it's based on your country, it don't require any letter from DOS or whoever. He lives in Switzerland, he doesn't live here. Every single letter we are submitting in UK here come from the city national coordinator, not from the Otinaban. It has no business. It has no business to talk about what we do in UK, unless it's a national letter that is for. Okay, IPOB want to submit one single letter. But if it's based on the letter we are submitting, based on the match you are going or getting a permit, we don't need this concept. This is what we do because we live in the country. So I don't understand how it's working with you guys, though.
No, Maz, you know, this letter come this letter normally come in English version, written by HOD, and when it comes to Italy, we need to translate it to give to the government of Italy in that language. And do you see the worst thing here? This letter, whenever this letter comes, China Samoru's sister is the one national coordinator give this order to translate it.
Excuse me, yeah. One second. You know, like what I explained now. Can we get, I want to know which letter is this? Can you be specific when you say when this letter come? What is this letter? Or when you guys are saying when this letter come, what kind of letter is it? Is it letter you guys submit as IPOB Italy? Or is it a letter you guys submitting to United Nations? What kind of letter is it?
Just a letter submitting as a body here in Italy. From IPOP Italy, giving a government of Italy that this is what we need, this is the help we need. Look at what happened to our leader. Look at this, look at that. And this letter normally comes from HOD to us. That is the order they gave us here in Italy. Since I've been here, any letter we are going to submit in any agency here, this letter normally comes to them. They have not told us that whenever we are going to any government official to submit a letter, we need to draft that letter by ourselves. We always require letter from Abany. And Abany told us that he will send letter through HOD. And when that letter comes in English, you need to translate it in Italian because you can't submit it that way. So translating that letter, National give it that job to China Sanworu's sister. She had been doing this thing for long. Then immediately, National give her suspension and say this letter, you will no longer translate any letter to us and give it to another person. Now, that one National give to another person to translate have become a forged signature. Why? It is the same thing that China Sanworu's sister have been doing for long. It's not a forged signature. Now that one, because of they have removed that lady and give to another person.
What I would take home, like I said from the beginning, there is the like I said, it is I know that sometimes letter comes from the United States based on, like as now when Onyendu is being held, it comes once in a while. But like I said, and I'll reiterate again, we submit letter over time here in UK to the Downing Street to the UK Prime Minister. We don't require to get it from Chike Doziem or Aban. So I don't know who condition you people. I want to make this abundantly clear. And it's very, very wrong that they will say when you guys needed to send a letter to government of Italy or when you reply, because I don't understand. That's what they call template. If there's a template, you don't have to be Chike Doziem signature. What is the national coordinator doing in this country that I reside? I witnessed here our national coordinator written letter over time. We submitted in number 10 Downing Street, which is not even allowed anymore. So we have to post it. But I'm saying it now to people that are listening to listen. All these things is mismanagement. Because they want to monopolize whatever they are doing. Why do you need to get the letter?
To cut you short, to cut you short, do you know after Mazi Ogoro asked Chike Abanyim on that issue of that letter, what happened? Abanyim that day is Abanyim told national coordinator that he's supposed to put his signature, not the signature of Chike Doziem. But this thing have been happening for long. He didn't say any word. But that one, he told the national coordinator that his signature is supposed to be there, not the signature of Chike Doziem.
I will say it again. I will reiterate again. These people have a different agenda. And when they start doing things at their own will, not as it requires within the template of IPOB. I'm not saying when we have a unified, what they call generic, when we have a generic letter that comes from Directorate of State, yeah, they can send it to countries. And now, if they have taken it out of themselves, they want to be sending letter, anything you have to do in Italy, they want to involve in whatever Italy does. I'm asking, why is it not applied here in UK? Because I live here, this is Europe. Why is the Abani not coming here and telling us that you have to come and sign letter with one in number 10 Downing Street or Chike Doziem? I don't understand.
Mazi, just a second before you forget, please. Just a second before you continue. Don't forget, could you remember the other first episode or second episode, where China Sanworu saying that anytime we have rally, that her sister will connected her and he discussed with Edozem that he's the one that are doing it. This agenda has been there for a time, but I myself and the reasonable ones don't even know that these people, they have planted agenda in Italy. They have been doing it for a very long time.
So when you guys want to go for one second,
because
when you guys want
for something to happen.
Maz, wait. So when you guys want to go for rally, yeah. So they're the one that is writing letter for you guys to get permission to go for rally. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Your permission to go to rally.
I will inform Abaimo that we want to go. Yes. China Sanweru said it. If you can remember,
Jesus Christ,
he said it. He's the one that.
Oh my
he said
God!
It. If you don't remember, go back and play it. You will hear it. You hear it.
Mazi, I heard him. Yeah.
And
one second. Listen, because I don't want to talk over each other. You know why I'm stressing on this? Why? You know why I'm stressing on this? I want people that are listening to us to understand. You know, like when you talk about treason, yeah, what these people are committed in IPOB is very, very enormous. Now, what you're saying to me is that Chikereze lives in Switzerland. If you guys want to have any rally in Italy, you have to get a letter from Aban that you guys have to have a rally to get a permission from where you're supposed to do rally. And they write it in English. And now I have to go to Chinyas and sister to go and translate it in Italy.
Yes.
Okay, let's leave this issue here because this is very, very, very irritating to me to hear. So, what is your position as a national coordinator then? What is your job? Why are you there? No, why are you there? So for instance, let me ask you a question. So if somebody is seeking asylum now in Italy, yeah, who writes the letter?
We compile the letter here, and I put my signature.
You compile the letter and put your signature, but you will not compile letter to go get you can't get a permit to go and rally.
No, that is it.
Okay, let's move forward.
With our national stamp here.
Yeah, Mazi, for those that are listening to us, the reason why we take about 15 minutes talking about this because this is a travesty to me. Because the way IPOB have, like our administrative formation is designed. If you had Onyendu say that national coordinator represent Mazi in any country, every national coordinator have the power. That is what he said in our code of conduct. So when Onyendu designate that power to you, now you can use it. Abani is European rep, doesn't mean Abani will be running Italy or running United Kingdom. No, that's not his job. His job to oversee him, but not him running the affair of Italy or any other country. I want to make this abundantly clear. This is the job was spelled out as a national coordinator. If you have a lot in your nation, the country where you reside, it is your job to use our letter heading and request for permission on the language where you live. Not somebody writing letter for me from Switzerland on English and send it to Italy. And the time frames and all that before somebody else is going to translate it. I have never had anything like this before in my life.
That's the condition they put us here.
Just to let you know the evil these people have committed here. Can national coordinators of the whole Europe issue an ultimatum of vote of no confidence to Albania? Did they have?
Of course, it's not in IPOB. It's not in IPOB. No, this is the no.
It's not in IPOB. Now, when something happens here in Italy,
wait. We cannot discuss that particular thing because you know why? It is not IPOB structure, right?
Yes.
Nobody who want to play Chikerosian voice here with Ogo, where he's threatening Ogo, people to listen. Now, nobody, that is why when they talk about leadership, there's no leadership in IPOB. I want to make it abundant, vocally this night. The only leadership we have in IPOB, the structure Onyendu spell out. And Mazin Nandekano is the only person designated in every assignment to every individual. No other person. Now, the same way Chike Doziem is not the one appointing national coordinators. For people who need to understand this. Over time, it is our leader. Because when it comes to national coordinator, only is the one appointing national coordinator based on it happens over time. Somebody might recommend you based on your passion in IPOB. Those are valuable. But that doesn't give you age to do something contrary to that. So it is not his job. Who is Chike Doziem? You have to ask. I want him to speak before I'll talk about him tonight. So I want us to move forward, but out of clarity said, this is a travesty. So all these years, what has been happening in Italy is that since you emerged as a national coordinator, now they've been suppressing you, put you guys under subjugation. So you have to get a letter from Arabani to get a permission in Italy and give it to China Sanwo-Olu's sister to go and translate it in Italian language. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Let's move forward, please. Now, for those listening to us, this issue is very, 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 this is the travesty within IPOB, what these people done. This is how they went around the whole world, rampaging on countries. Anybody they cannot bamboozle, they will write your name when Chike, the Mr. Memo, the chronicle of a saboteur, Chike Doziem. I warned him. But what you guys have said tonight here, you give me gross bomb because I'm like, are we still living in the same continent? Is it the same IPOB that I'm in? That he's telling me that Austin Abani will sat down in his basement in Switzerland and be writing something that have to happen. So it should be the national coordinator, not the European Union. That's what it should be. It shouldn't be the HOD, it should be the Italian national coordinator. That should be his job. Let's move on to Chike Doziem. Now, this audio here is when Chike Doziem, this woman that has spoke, some of you, next week you are bringing another voice of this lady. This is even before Chike Doziem, issue a gag order against the city national coordinator, which he attested that Onyendu appointed him. So where did he get the power to actually write a memo against these individuals? He didn't appoint them. Just like you, Onyendu picked you up from nowhere. Chike Doziem was nobody. 2015, who is Chike Doziem? Providence brought this idiot. Omiomio said that these individuals, you know their capabilities. Who is Chike Doziem? That question you have to ask yourself. Let's listen to him. This is when he's threatening a city national coordinator. Even though Onyendu wouldn't do this. I can tell you when we have issue in UK here for 5 years before Onyendu intervened. Onyendu warned our former nation deputy leader, let this matter be. I will handle this matter. He held bent. And that was what ended, one of the things that ended our former deputy leader. Onyendu said it in the meeting, that one of the things that made him resign is because of the issue of former national coordinator of United Kingdom. He appointed that man, let alone the one he didn't appoint. For avoidance of doubt, I'm saying this tonight, so some of you who does not know to understand the enormous thing Chike Doziem have done within IPOB.
I have been following and monitoring what has been going on in Italy for a while now. And that following and monitoring of activities in Italy, IPOB family, was the reason why I invited you once to a meeting with Mazabain. Because as in equal magi ibe zia. The purpose of the meeting I called was to properly redirect you and make you understand where your responsibilities are, where your loyalty remains and should continue to remain.
When a man speaks like this, then even a layman will understand that he's trying to induce somebody and try to project himself as an alpha before that person. This is exactly what he called you, to subjugate you, to put fears into you. Because they take care, now, our people say that When a lion is handicapped, then you see antelope, try to shake their hands. Now, Chike does them calling a city national coordinator. You have been following. The word he says, he has been following. What special interest? Why are you following? What is your special interest? Chike does them. You went rampage across board, destroyed blood that people have paid to sow IPOB because of your own selfish interest. We have evidence, like this is the beginning of this whole thing, because we're going to expose more. Now, what is the special interest you have that you've been following? You project yourself now. Mazen Nanakan is not there, and you're the second in command. Let's put it that way. So this is how you handle issue. You shouldn't call this issue. You shouldn't call this meeting alone with who is involved, because now you subject yourself, you put yourself into a very, very, I don't know how to describe it, but I want the people, the tone of this conversation is about fear, because he was mixing Igbo with English. He's using parable to scare you away for those who does not understand Igbo, or whoever understands Igbo know what he was saying. That is egoistic man. He's trying to show you that, I'm the boss now. I'm the new chef in town. That's exactly what is portrayed in this whole conversation. For those who does not know, but I want him to go forward because I need to talk about it.
As far as this struggle is concerned, Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of this movement, and he has set up structures to run.
Hold it there. Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of this movement, and he has set up structure. Listen to him. He has set up structure. If Chike Doziem is following Onyendu's structure, he wouldn't call you in the first place to speak about this issue. Whoever is listening to this particular broadcast tonight, if Chike Paul Doziem, the aka vegetable, aka the enemy at the gate, if this animal, this evil man, is following the due process and corruption of IPOB, he will never make this call. None of them have ever called me. They will not dare. They will not dare. The whole thing that happened in UK here, they send one or two idiots to call me. Those people that called me, I have their audio. Like I see you guys that we are doing to Italy. We have all this evidence. I recorded their voice because when things start going sour, I don't trust them anymore. I have their voice kept for a very good day. Like today, that what we are doing here today is going to come across board. Now, if he is following now, first of all, they will tell you, they will use Onyendu to scare you away. I think Onyendu Mazen can never put anybody because our leader is endowed with wisdom. The day I knew that Mazen Nandekano, I don't know where the God brought that man from. The issue of the United Kingdom. Some of them have not been in a meeting with Onyendu. That day, if my love for Mazen Nandekano was like 100%, he went to 1,000 because of the way he handled that issue. Any leader that judge uprightly will remain a leader. But whenever you judge unjustly, any iota of biasness, if you ever put, even though if you have children and show more love than one person, you already created enmity within those kids. That's what makes you a leader, upright. Let's go. I want to deal with this animal a bit,
on this organization or this very movement. He set them up. Your loyalty will be with Onyendu first and foremost. And then you also has to be loyal to the structures he put in place because they are one and the same thing. IPOB is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is IPOB. DOS.
How did they idiots? You know one thing, like I said, yeah, it is quite pathetic that this guy is talking to you about loyalty to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Your loyalty to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is what is giving him problem because your loyalty is that I, George Ume, said that there's no other. The only problem we have is Madam Nenyanya, those of us that stood, and that is structure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu laid on us. Even this idiot accepted when Umada Highway called her that he has got no power over Madam Nendianya. He said it. So I don't understand the structure. You loyal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't need to. There's no true loyalty. There's only one loyalty. That is when cabal come in, because it's trying to, buy you in. When a man that says they start talking like this, oh, your loyalty first go to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Second, you go to the structure. Which structure? Are you part of the structure? Are you following the structure? Even though you put your signature in our code of conduct, I don't think you read that code of conduct properly before you sign, because he's signing out of command. When you actually go and sign that, because you were supposed to sign that, Uchemofo was messing up. When you say Chikedozium sign that code of conduct, that is how your signature is in our code of conduct. I don't think you read it properly, Chikedozium. Chikapodosium, the vegetable. I'm asking you tonight, did you actually read the code of conduct before you sign it? Or because Onyendu asked you, Chikedozium, sign this code of conduct, and he cannot say no? Of course you know that. But he didn't read it. Because if you read it, I don't think you'll be doing what you're doing. You telling the national coordinator to hold loyalty to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to you. Is that what you're telling him to do? That's the pure inducement. Inducement in the highest order. I will treat your fuck up tonight, man.
This is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is DOS. I called you as a brother and I told you, listen, that people recommended you to Onyendu for your appointment does not mean that you will be the people that those people will be where your loyalty should be or should go. Many of us here, we are recommended to our leader. Of course, our leader doesn't know everybody in this movement. So he couldn't talk all Libya. We people recommended people for positions in this family.
No, he didn't tell you that people recommended him. He's gravitating around words. But he didn't tell you that people recommended him as well before he became his own position. This whole thing is, this tape went to about 7 minutes. We found out that what Chikedozium was trying to achieve here is to induce international coordinator. So now to dance is in his own team, not on the oath, because some of them forgotten that after our oath, now you've turned to our code of conduct. But some people have forgotten the word in that oath, because that oath is where the old danger is. Because we started IPOBs from 2014 till 2019, end of 2019, before we have our code of conduct in black and white paper. So we are practicing obey before complain. So Chikedozium don't even realize, or majority of our people that you see today are going into astray, don't know what our code, our oath content is. Because if they do, I knew many people that have come into the end of our oath, they say they don't want to take the oath. And we ask you to go. It is not by force. But you must say it. If you don't say it, that's it. That's the end of it, and excuse from the meeting. It happened many times, numerous times. I can't. Both physical, but online, because I have a precise of so many oaths along this struggle. So he don't understand what he's saying. I'm being honest. But the reason why we're going to allow this to play is because people to realize and understand where we are and the position we are in now. Very important.
And Onyendu gave the proper directives and make the proper appointments. You're not an exception. I thought you understood my message to you at that time. But no, it seems that you didn't understand my message to you. And things continue to go the same path. Why I called you to that meeting. I just listened to the voice message which you sent Mazabine. Mazoguru, I will not allow myself to be offended, but I cannot and I will not tolerate you again asking Mazedozim to come and give you reasons for carrying out my duties.
You know one thing, yeah, like I said, egoistic man. There's some people in UK here, when they question Onyendu in a particular meeting, what people say, Mazen can never ask them, say, that you shouldn't say that to me. Now, Maazi Chike Doziem is because you don't know your position. Because if you, as a head of director of state, shouldn't be talking to Ogo directly. This is where you broke the chain command of IPOB. You shouldn't be speaking to Onyendu didn't call meeting when we have an issue, calling individual, one person, and be threatening that person. No. That was consensus meeting that held 1 or 2 times. Onyendu said, enough of this meeting. I want the whole United Kingdom to assemble. I want to hear from everybody. That is how leaders behave. Because what you're doing here shows how woefully you failed in every ramification. I don't think your household, you're not in charge of your household, I swear to my dead father. You are not, because if you're man enough, nobody know who your wife and your kid is. The way you speak now make me, George, you may become apprehensive. You're not in charge of your household. Let alone you to read anybody. You don't have that capability. You don't. It's not speaking under your pillow. It doesn't make you anybody. Or coming from, you don't even English. You can't even speak proper English. Because M is saying, is there how you speak English? Comprehensively, you can't. You can't flow for 10 minutes without saying M. So hell with it. So what you're saying here doesn't make any sense. It don't make any sense on the structure of IPOB. You shouldn't be talking to Ogro in the first place. Because I dare Abani. If Abani called me as a coordinator, I will curse his mother. I swear to my dead father. I was waiting for that idiot to call my number one day. I will tell him the devil that he never meant before. And he wouldn't do anything. Because he had no right to call me. I'm a zonal coordinator. I don't have no dealings with him. As our structure says, he's not a CRC, he's European web. You don't have the right to call me. I want to be clear here, man.
My functions. Don't do that again. Don't do that again.
You shouldn't interfere in his work as well.
No.
As he's threatening you, Chike Doziem is threatening you by interfering in your job. He should not interfere with your job. The same thing he's telling you is telling in his face. You're HOD. You're not European rep to start with. It's a national. It should start from the deputy European rep. Now, trickle down, not you. You have no business with him. If you're not building a cabal.
Alpha Power Media
the issue
International.
Regarding the 6-month suspension that you gave one of the IPOB family members in Italy.
He wouldn't mention the person's name because, this is how evil men speak. This is China Sanworu, the old witch. Chike Doziem called a sitting national coordinator threatening him. This is all the jargon he's been talking here. They open radio, they say they open TV station. How many times have they broadcast there? They've been paying for the last 2 years. Wasting funds, 670 euro every day, every month. For no reason. Wasted fund. People contributing money and it's going into the drain. You couldn't mention that it's China Sanworu's sister or Chidimma Nworu. But you're interfering. Why are you interfering? Why are you involved in a domestic issue within a family in a country? And you section it. This is the way it drives me nuts. All the one people in UK couldn't email. We have all of them. Like I said, this is going to be a show. A show. After Italy, and that country will emerge. Because what Onyendu will come out. Because Onyendu have to know what happened. Doesn't matter what anybody thinks. Mazen will come out. But we must keep the record straight. Very important.
Month suspension. And what was the crime of this person that you gave 6-month suspension? What was her crime? Tell Biafrans in Italy what her crime was.
But Chike doesn't have not tell Biafrans crime or people he have suspended over time in Radio Biafra. In Biafra, in Radio Biafra, I think it's Radio Biafra, right? He has not tell people, he's telling you to tell Biafrans in Italy what crime was. But he never told us what our crime was. Those he mentioned their name in Radio Biafra. I will tell you this insubordination, but he never told you what the problem, what did they do? Nobody questioned. So now you can wake up one morning and tell everybody to go to hell, and nobody will have to question you. But he had the audacity to call a city national coordinator representing Mazen Namdekano as you are only designated you as head of the United States as an administrative position to mind your own business. Now you questioning somebody that all of you in the same hierarchy. What he's doing, and the reason why he suspended someone that is under his own planet. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, man. And we are here shouting we want freedom. How are you gonna have freedom with this kind of mentality? I don't know how are we going to restitute and actually govern ourselves as a people when you have nepotism and hypocrisy all over the place. These are psychopaths everywhere. Psychopaths on the highest order.
Her crime was that she submitted a letter that is meant for the benefit of IPOB in Italy, that you're the national coordinator. She submitted a letter that will be to the benefit of IPOB worldwide. And you said that she disrespected your position. It's about you. This issue is about you. That she disrespected your position by submitting that letter without coming through you. Of course, we know the antecedents of what already happened, but I'm not going into that. I'm focusing on this very matter. She disrespected your position, and then you gave her 6 months suspension for disrespecting you. She did not break IPOB code of conduct. She did not cause any insubordination.
You know, there's something here, for me personally, I tend to be very, very offensive with every word that come out of this guy because I detest Chike Doziem with every fiber in my body. Now, what is asking you is that is about you, is a personal thing. It's not a personal thing, but he's trying to rope it on you that is because it's you. The issue is this: he's using the word he didn't broke IPOB. It is not under insubordination. But let me ask you, Chike Doziem, so it is right for a junior principal servant to submit letter, even if it is a letter that is going to give us Biafra that day, without the national coordinator of the country where she is or he knowing about the letter is supposed to submit. Let us be very, very fair to each other here. And this is where the nepotism comes in. And I don't even think this guy listened to himself. The day I spat on this idiot was the day he came on Radio Biafra and read our code of conduct. At the end of that day, he broke that code and said, this guy must be under which drug is taking, they need to change it. And now his question is focusing that you are saying that she disrespected you. When you disrespect your superior, what does it mean? It's an insubordination. That's what it means. It's an insubordination. Because you can't go above whoever that's supposed to report to. Even where you work, you don't make decision where your supervisor is there or your line manager is there. It doesn't work anywhere in the world. You'll be sacked instantly. There's no caution there because you couldn't do that. The letter is submitted, nobody knows the content of the letter. Come on now. Let us be very, very fair here to each other. It's very important.
She did not betray any IPOB member or anything against this struggle, but because she disrespected you, you gave her 6 months suspension. Despite the fact that she even apologized for disrespecting you. You maintained the 6-month suspension. When you my brother.
What is
you went on at this struggle?
What is no? You have your own 7 senses. Then he literally dethroned every single individual Mazen Nandekano put in place when he was out, and restore with your own kabah. You have your own 7 senses, right? Well, you will know it. Mad dog.
And then, because IPOB, we know how we operate this movement. We know how we do what he has inculcated in us. Because that of your position.
You know one thing in life, you quote him as what he inculcated on you. Have you demonstrated whatever he inculcated on you? Of course not. That makes you 0.
This leadership allowed you put that suspension in this woman to be for 3 good weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks of suspending a member who disrespected you. Because I know this no and we allowed that 3 weeks to go. Now you've been asked to resign and recall that suspension. You're asking Maze Doziem to come and explain why this woman, or why I'm giving you instruction to recall a person you suspended for 6 months for just disrespecting you. Which again again. Asina
this is a threat. You have every right to ask him that question, because when he left his position, scrambling down below about issues that bothered on a country that never concerns him. So you have the right. The question he asked him is a valid question. He didn't come and explain to you because he's not there on the ground. He's not there. It is not your business. It doesn't concern you, Chike Doziem. It doesn't.
You are in this struggle. You are a national coordinator. You are a volunteer. I am a volunteer. Maze Doziem is a volunteer like yourself. Nobody.
If you were a volunteer, you may get inside. You're not a volunteer, Chike Doziem. You are getting paid. You're not a volunteer. You people took our money and you stole IPOB funds. You are getting paid 2,000 euros. So don't come here and tell us you're not a volunteer. So hell with you.
Nobody is paying you. Nobody is paying Maze Doziem.
I don't know why you're speaking Igbo and speaking English. This is your threat. I know they told me this. If you're tired, resign. He didn't appoint me. He didn't bring me into IPOB. Now he's threatening you to resign before we reach his gag order against you. Well, let's listen to him.
If you are tired of leading IPOB in Italy, you can follow the honor of resigning. It is an advice. An advice can a brother. I'm not taking anything from what you have.
Paul Chike Doziem, the vegetable, the enemy at the gate. It is a threat, not an advice. You moron.
Done. But nobody will hold us to ransom. Nobody will hold this movement to ransom. It does not matter who the person is. Our objective is set out for us. And if you cannot key into that objective, which is first, to do all that we have to do to make sure our leader comes out unconditionally from the...
This is hypocrisy. All the things he's saying is to melt down. When a man is melt down, which man is not the kind of want to come out? Where? Which man is not the kind? Now you never follow his instruction, and he wants people that is your insubordinate to listen to you. Are you dreaming? Who are you, Chike Doziem? I want to know who the F you are. Who are you?
In his hand and rejoins us to continue the work that he has been given, which is the restoration of Biafra, the ultimate goal of this very movement. if Abu need chair that now you cannot, walk in that direction anymore. Do onwe godo. Do onwe godo. Mabu ndi bonasi. Yes, Riado do onwe godo. I will stop this far. I will not go further. That suspension you have given that lady, resign it now. 3 weeks is enough for somebody who this she did not abuse you.
Now we just played the voice of the lady who is abusing everybody. He's just talking because when a leader make himself become now, I don't know how to, one thing in life, when people don't know their position and what they're supposed to be doing, when you fail to actually, because if you were doing his work, you wouldn't bother about what happened in Italy because he will pass the order, things will be sorted. But now he is the man now. He is the one being the national coordinator of Italy, Germany. You want to be national coordinator in UK because you want to have second opinion, not following IPOB. He's talking about newly created structure. But why are you planting people to come and spy on people doing their work? You started all this whole mess. So you have to deal with it.
Bring it to our notice. Let us see. But though disrespect, 3 weeks is suspended. We okay. We allowed it to go. And you are telling me to come and now explain to Biafra. Explain to them here the woman met to you.
Yeah, because you want to know. Anyway, Mazio Guru, this conversation was between you and this vegetable. But the issue is that it is only his voice. He was speaking, you are listening to him, and get his voice as good as he get his voice. I want you guys to pardon me because you don't know how irritative voice that this guy had. Because what this guy did, we are first-hand information about the atrocity they committed within IPOB. It is not like somebody have to tell me. I know. So I will allow you to, don't waste too much time because we already run out of time. We have the last broadcast. If broadcast he did after 8 months, where he's making empty threat, we need to listen to that. And I want to say one or two things. So we have had him, and I've already talked about it. So I don't think there's more. But what I want you to say here is that he was saying that he said that the lady disrespected you. But we have played so many audios of the lady. So we're not talking about disrespect, is not there. But it's insubordination because he does not understand what insubordination stands for. He doesn't understand what that means. That's why I said Chike Doziem did not read our code of conduct before he signed. I told you. Because Onyendu passed it on to him when the former deputy messed up. Former deputy secretary was meant to be in that code of conduct, not Chike Doziem. If he said I'm lying, let him come out here and say it. Please. 3 minutes, and Mazek, if you have something to say, then before we listen to the other audio and we'll close this program, please.
Mazek, thank you very much for your analysis. Chike Doziem is something else, I must say. The same person saying that the lady did not curse me or put on me. But now, what is the lady doing? Now, I ask. If you watch the way Chike Doziem sound, you know that the mad dog in Kuwait have already mount pressure on them. That Doziem don't even know what he's talking about. Just watch what he's saying here, from beginning to the end. I'm just very pissed off from Doziem. I have even a write-up. Text message conversation. If I read it here now, everybody will bust laugh. But I am not going to do that now because a lot of evidence have been placed on board. And as I told them, I warned Abanyam, do not come to Italy. Italy will be the last bus stop. And when they came, I told them Italy is the last bus stop. And that is how it's going to end. There's no two ways about it. It doesn't matter what it costs. It does, regardless of who is involved. So Doziem said that he did not break code of conduct. I believe you 100%. Doziem didn't go through that code of conduct. He just signed. Because if Doziem go through code of conduct All this nonsense he's saying now, he would have not said it. Edoziemu, remember, you came to me with a bime that I should not allow Adanenia to go into finance, to go into account. I told you, Edoziemu, what is the problem? To cut everything short, I Edoziemu, any day I will begin to wind down where Adanenia is when you issue memo to Adanenia that is no more with us. Then I will begin to wind down. Failure to do that, I will not. Because you want to use me to fight Adanenia, which is wrong. And you know that thing that he put to fear into you, not to make memo, that where Mazogro stand, not to go against the structure. And that is where I stand till tomorrow. Nobody will change. And they from the beginning, some idiot to hear promising them Mazugri is nobody, that this and that, they will do it. What is happening in Italy today? After they removed me he removed himself, not even me. Have they got Biafra to us? The answer is no. He's just going around closing accounts. The same person came here and said in the presence of the coordinators that Italian account is a minor case, that they have penetrated in a German account. I'm continue saying it so that people refuse to go and listen to our episode. We'll be hearing it, maybe because all of them are behind door watching us. Even Abani is watching us here now, right now. He is watching us. These are fools. I said, you people are fools. You don't know what you are coming to do in that POB. And you cannot succeed because they never knew that Onyendu will make it alive. That is the truth. That is the truth. These people, they have done a lot. How many petition coordinators wrote on your table? The petition people write against me is there. He wrote, it's there. You know it. I'm not lying. I'm not here to come and lay lies against you. This same Aban started coming to me, Hasi. Coordinators begin to go to Aban individually against Mazogo. And this idiot, this tortoise you saw here now, Mazaban. Let's move.
Thank you, Mazogo. We have because for purpose of those listening, that's why I take my time to extensively. This is concern IPOB because he portrayed himself what he's not, and that is why I take my time to explain. Maazi, is there anything you want to add quickly, like 2 minutes before I play the other audio? Because now we'll come to Onyendu, please.
What I want to add here is that, when you listen to that voice, it will tell you that lady, they planted that lady in Italy to cause mayhem or distraction. Because if you are a leader, you're supposed to listen to both two. That time, immediately he sent that voice message to Mazi Ogro through Abanyum. When we listen to that voice, I told the members of Italy executive that Mazi Edozem should come to Italy and explain to us. You need to hear from us, not one-sided. How can he hear from only that lady and not hearing from National Coordinator and members of IPOP? And you concluded that he's not insulting any person. He's not insulting you. Even that letter is for the bringing IPOP today, tomorrow, Biafra today, tomorrow, without the consent of National Coordinator, which means, and even in that meeting of February, I asked them, do we have 2 National Coordinator? How can we bypass the National Coordinator and give somebody a letter to go and submit? How is it necessary? Then that time I know that they are cooking something. They are looking at every avenue to make sure that they make National Coordinator angry so that he can quit, so that they will continue with their job. And they find every avenue they didn't see. Then they push it to a forge a signet. Joseph to submit.
Okay, Mazi, thank you very much. For those for fellow comrades and lovers of freedom that are listening to us, this is still the episode 6 of the exposition of the cabal within the DOS and Italy family IPOB. Tonight, Chike Edoziem's voice has played where he's threatening the sitting national coordinator before his gag order, which doesn't see any light of the day. And next week, we continue with the voice of the old witch herself, because episode 7 is coming up. This particular episode will go as much as it goes till we don't know, but it has to go on. Now, that's something I want to say here before I play this audio. It's no longer a news that Paul Chike Edoziem does not represent the interest of Mazen Nanka in every shape or form. These are the people that sold our leader for $9 million US. Then give us figure. That program is on episode 2. So it's a different program. And we do program not because we're doing saga. Every program we do is meant to educate you if you care to listen. You might pretend not to listen, but it's going to be in our archives because we succinctly and take time to detail what we say here. We don't just come out here to blab. And anything we do, we bring evidence with us, right? So now, I think it's after 8 months in the making, this idiot could not come out and say anything because they know Onyendu, Biafra Radio is the only radio that represents Mazen Nankan as a stand today, because 2 things they must do. Nnewodo projected it in 2017. Destroy IPOB within, have finance, and hijack the radio. They think the mission is accomplished. But Onyendu told them, I have 3 plans. Those that close knows 1. Whoever that called himself deputy knows 2. I know 3, I will implement them. That's why, and you know what, how they do? You see, when people quote the Bible, but they don't follow the Bible, they quote Onyendu to you when you suit them. They will remind you about our leader to make you, to try to, to intimidate you. But when you reject it, because he cannot quote it to me, because I'm a grassroots of IPOB. Before you even speak, your words tells me what you know about IPOB. Very, very important. So after 8 months, this animal have not spoken, because what they do now, they are like pressure group, but all these governors already know them because their brother Hope Uzodimma doesn't give them money anymore. When they Soludo find out, when Soludo say, oh, he's emphatically working with IPOB, they never came out. When Soludo said Onyendu must come out, they went after Onyendu, including the one they call a Jofo. I'll talk about him not tonight. Now, Chike Edoziem came out to talk about so many issues. The guy spent 2 hours. That's what he's been hearing. But let's listen to 1 or 2 things here. But what I'm saying is that no one takes them serious. I'm telling you. Because when you sold out, those who sold out to know who you are, they know they're playing games. I did a program this week on Biafra Radio, and I read, the memo our eminent special counsel, Aloy Jumakop, succinctly put on 29th of November. And Bruce Fem have written again another memo, advising the so-called Supreme Court, which I think are probably by providence, if not tomorrow, maybe Monday, I will do a program on Biafra Radio to go through that particular memo of Bruce Fem and compasses some things that bothered in IPOB and our leader in particular. But let's listen to this idiot, because this particular platform made to deal with them on their level, not on our national radio. So for those that don't know, this is Biafra Alpha Power Media. This is the affiliation with Biafra Radio is a different platform. That is the hallowed platform. But on this platform is where as well we worship, because we do justice here. Everything we say here is fact checked. We don't bring anything that we don't have evidence with. It never happened. You can show me 1 program that we do here that you can say that we don't fact check it, then I can uncheck them, ASAP. You know what I mean? So let's listen to Chike Edoziem that we have to say something before we close the program. Though we're already on 1 hour 35 minutes, but I think another 20 minutes we should be wrapping up. Let's see.
Media International.
Since you have proved yourself unworthy of the people, you have proved yourself a nuisance, as I would say, honestly. I'm so disappointed. World Igbo Congress. In fact, World Igbo Congress, these ones are, in fact, I don't even need to be calling them. They are just only in
Don't get me wrong. I want to play this for a chunk of it to us to listen so people can laugh. I want people to listen, please. Very important. Listen. When you require me to speak, I will speak, but man, stop laughing.
in USA making noise, making only noise. Now, the Ohaneze Ndibo that goes around claiming to be something when you are nothing. You have made yourself redundant. You have made yourself completely redundant and ineffective and incapable of protecting the Igbo nation, the Igbo people, their well-being, their properties, and their means of living. You have proved incapable of doing that. Therefore, the Biafran people will look another way. Do you know how to deal with the zoo? We know how to deal with the zoo.
No, we know how to collect bribe from the zoo. No, he knows how to collect bribe. He doesn't know how to do anything. I'm just going to say that quickly, please.
That one, they bound the Igbo National Assembly. It will be resuscitated, but with a different name. The Igbo National Assembly will be.
You know, I found it very, very outrageous that this guy, we have the temerity to come to a platform that built by our leader, even though Onyendu have suspended that particular platform because they desecrated it. I'm talking about Ndi Igbo National Assembly, IPOB. You know, when you told you guys that these people are Igbo community, a lot of people don't believe what we are saying. But everything we told you in this platform, at the end of the day, we go up and come down, it will come to the logical conclusion. He's not talking about IPOB. IPOB agenda is not there anymore. Now it's about Igbo Nation and Igbo National Assembly. And who are the people that he's projecting that are going to form this National Assembly? Let's listen. Very important.
Set up to replace the moribund, redundant Ohaneze Ndibo. And those who will be the foundation of this National Assembly will be those whose interest of Ndibo is topmost in their agenda. Amongst you who will be given responsibility at the appropriate time. The channel of communication will be there. The Ndibo National Assembly will be set up. It will and must be set up. Ohaneze has disappointed more than disappointment can. There is going to be a new dimension.
You know, what you have had before. Remember people that are using new dimension. You know people that are using new dimension. My brother, right? You know, like, to be fair, is this after 8 months? This guy have not said anything. New dimension. Everything he's saying, even those people you people are pointing finger, they are all working together. It's got nothing to do with IPOB. When we tell you that these people have moved on, some people think we are joking. But the reason why I want this audio to play is because I want some people to listen. Because, you know, when they come and spend 2 hours talking, not everybody have time to listen to it. But as we're doing this program, it's something that can be replayed again. People can grasp it. Listen, please. Very important.
In years coming, starting with next year, we are giving the zoo until the 15th of December to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We are not begging them anymore. We are giving the zoo the 15th of.
You know why I'm going to put this particular, this is the flyer they made. Do you know why I put it up here? I want everybody listening to sound of my voice, the hardcore IPOB member, disregard all this nonsense. This is not for the interest of Onyendu. You know, what these people do is they go ahead to think Even the zoo, they don't get money from them anymore. It is not for the interest of our leader. Onyendu said the 5th colony is 30 months. 30 months will be on 19th of December. We'll make it 30 months. Onyendu was kidnapped in Kenya. And somebody is giving you until 15th. How many times have you heard this word? Till this day, you won't talk again. They're quadrupling the issue, but the fact is this is the 5th colony Onyendu is talking about. For those who doesn't understand the war that comes with that 5th colony. I spoke about it on Biafra Radio, but this is what they are dealing with. When you see them put Mars in that kind of picture, this is the only thing, because none of them can say anything. Someone turn around and listen to them without making and calling Mars in that kind of with his picture. You will see them after they do, they will must attach Mars in that kind of picture there. The before leader and this leader. I thought you want to be a leader. Put your picture there and claim the leader. Leave Mars in Nankan is in DSS dungeon. He's mentally ill. Allow him to be there. Move on. I'm leading. You want to lead? Lead without Mars in Nankan, please. This is very important. But I want people to disregard this because it's not for interest of Onyendu. And all this empty threat is they're doing is that the thing that zoo don't take them serious, because the zoo now they don't take them serious because they've collected money from them. So if I have paid you for something, then why would I care what you said? They're just doing this to people think it is not for the interest of Mars and Nankan. Chike Dozemi is the chronicle of a saboteur, the enemy at the gate. The chronicle of a saboteur. Chike Paul Dozemi. As long as man walk this earth, Chike Dozemi, entire generation will never see the light of the day. What he has done. Because Chike Dozemi did something no man has done to embark upon uproot our leaders' agenda. Within. That's what the guy did. Some people don't know. But time will tell. Let's listen to this. This
December to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If they fail to release him, that is their business. And I'll leave it at that. On the 11th of December 2023, you go to the market. You buy five Ojibo. 5. If it's going to spoil, you can buy it each day, but you must start on the 11th. The Ojibo that you're going to buy must have 4 loaves. 4 loaves means that it must have 4 parts. Now, the elder, apart from the fact that you will use this one specifically, it may have 4 loaves or 5 loaves. It doesn't matter. But on the 14th, the same process shall be done, but specifically the prayer.
Mazi, I don't think you guys have strength to listen to this more time. Do you? To be honest, the main thing he said is about, I will pray this voice the day I'm going to do the Who Sold Mars in Nankan for 9 million. My brother, even he went up to say that he needs some water. Jesus Christ, this is depressing. Listening to this will give you some migraine. Yeah? I think this ritual that he's telling people to go and buy Koranot, I think is what they told them to go and do every time Onyendu is going to court. I think that is the ritual they're performing. So people should do contrary to what they have told them. I don't want to go into law. The guy is so deep. Bro, how did we get here? But one thing I know is that our leader knows. Onyendu told us to go and watch The Enemy at the Gate. If we watch that movie, we understand that what is happening today, it is not something that just happened. It is part of the journey for us to achieve what we are looking for. So personally, like I said, bro, I'm not gonna waste my time anymore. I've already done justice, but listening to this thing here, I'd rather do something with my time. So I think we're going to draw the curtain here, because Onyendu, like I said, by Monday, I'm definitely going to do program on Monday concerning the upcoming this Monday to go through issues. But we all know, if you want to know the outcome of that court, you listen to the broadcast I made, I think on Thursday, or you go to our eminent barrister and go and read that memo he released on 29th of November. We know Onyendu should not be in DSS dungeon. It is a crime. It's prohibited in African Charter. It is very important. So we are not expecting anything different from what is happening. The people that are holding our leader is Britain. So the fifth colony is these individuals now, because all these scavengers, all of them, they gathered around, including Chike Doziem, because all of them, everybody's cashing out. How do you wish Chike Doziem want Mazen to come out? If Mazen can come out on 15, where would Chike Doziem be? Don't you think you commit suicide? Have you asked yourself that question? Peter Samuel has been hiding. Now we warned him. Your family members, even the ones hiding in Barak and Abba, you think you can hide? You can run. It's just a matter of time, bro. Very ugly idiots. You know what I mean? But Abiyama will source you guys out wherever you are. You know? So, Mazi, I want you guys to say, Mazi Keze, please give us your departing word, and the national, the end it up, then I will take it from there.
I thank Biafrans who listen to us. What we are doing here is not to castigate any human being, but we are making it, we are putting the record straight. What people who call themselves leaders in IPOP are doing. If they do anything, if you are doing anything that is not suiting them, they quote you. They quote to Mazin Nandekana said that if you do anything that suits them, there is no problem. They put you in the bed. That is the problem we are facing here. They don't. Some of them don't reason the oath. They don't go deep. The oath they took in IPOP. If they go deep, they shouldn't mess up. Today they give us a memo that we are there because we know the oath we took and we stood on it. So tomorrow, I have a family and I have generation. I don't want any cost to be upon them. They can do anything they like. But let's wait till our leader comes out and we will know who is right and who is wrong in this issue. And I believe the hardcores around the world, they know who are the ones leading us. And you can see it. They have diverted to Igbo Union and the Igbo this thing, leaving IPOP. They went to Tanzania, forming Igbo community, telling you that the Igbo community is going to take over very soon. No more IPOP. And we people are still listening to these people. And let me cut it here.
Yeah, well, Mazi, you go on, please.
No, Mazi, I think today is trying to be exceptional because the program get where it's supposed to get, and I commend you for that. I say, I used to say, and I could say, if youth keepers are not like God has it, we know they can hide, but they cannot hide forever. Everything is occasion now. Coming to what Edozem is talking about, that guy, I don't know the adjective I will use to qualify the guy. Now Edozem has shifted IPOB to, but we are saying it. You could remember the time they started it in Australia, and the people keep deaf ear. Today, after 8-9 months, Edozem came up again with the fully Igbo community. Now, tell me the riverine areas. We are talking of what Edozem, and he continued deepen the problem on his head. Now, the riverine areas now have started asking questions. Is it IPOB we are in or Igbo? Because these people in IPOB thinking that they are doing good. I don't know whether it doesn't have advisor. I mean, these people, and what baffles me most, Mazi, how did the China Samuru get into the US? I don't understand. Who invited him in the US? Is the you create rep? That rep said just the ordinary title they give to him, not because he did nothing. And he commented that because the day I said her sister is not doing anything, he said this the same thing. They told him, of course, he's right. You are doing nothing. You are just there to run after Israel kind of family. That is it, and that is the truth. Everything you said by yourself, not Thomas Ogre saying it. We have played enough. We have evidence. Thomas, these people is very, and I will continue saying it. This is the species of 2050. They are still there. That is this. They have confirmed it now. People think that I'm so insultive, I'm so arrogant, I'm talking anyhow because this and that. Yes. Are they still a species of 2050? The answer is yes, because I was there to date.
Yeah.
You can't come and tell me what is in IPO. That is why Edozemu came and I told him this is not the right thing to do. Go to normal protocol. As long as I know, you have got
commend you for
wrong.
that. You did a noble, yeah. Did noble. Didn't know, and I commend you for that. And we are not backing down.
Thank
and
you very much,
and the next week we are coming up with episode 6006 next week. Like I said, thank you.
Episode 007, not 6. We treated
007. Thank you for correcting me. It's not easy, but we must continue. So I thank you guys for coming. Thank you. Yes, fellow comrades and lovers of freedom. This is it's quite amazing, and I thank all of you for listening. And like I said, this program is educational. It's purposely designed to unveil the menace of those that ought to know better. There's no intention. There's no prejudice behind what we do here. That's why we bring evidence. We call it fact checking. And we continue to do this because it's pivotal at this point in time. History has repeated himself again in the story they told us in the Bible. When Moses went to the mountain before he came down, the children of Israel, was so impatient that they have to dive into different gods. So today, people are designing new, admiring and aspiring new whoever is going to lead them without no direction. But most importantly, he said the God has failed, you still pray to that God. Mazen Nandukan is not fit, but he still mentioned his name. That is double standard. So we need to define our direction. But we are not prevaricating on what we have signed on to do. We stood here with our leader. We will stand by him at the end of this journey. We are not going anywhere. We sworn an oath to restore Biafra. Only said the only thing that can stop him is that he lowers 6 feet deep unless the Biafra is given to us. And he says the last miracle. Hacking to that word. May Chukwu Kabiama continue to give us that wisdom and understanding, and may Okike himself preserve and incubate our supreme leader Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and his entire household. May he that called him give him that perseverance and guidance, that at the end of this journey, one thing is certain, that Biafra shall be restored. Those that have paid the ultimate price must join us. Israel, Okukanu, and Ugeze, and the rest of them that have gone before us, they shall rise and walk with us until Biafra is restored. And I thank you all for listening. It's good night from here.